Do you want to get big? Well, you came to the right place. Today I'm going to show you 3 steps on how to get bigger in the weight room using bench press. So, the 3 steps to get bigger in the weight room using bench press is 1, setting up your rack, 2, learning proper technique, and 3, executing your bench press. So, let's get started on setting up our rack. First, you can see we have no bench, so we got to push that in. We're going to grab this, lift it up the rack, and we're going to put it not in too far, but right about there, so you're in line with the racks. Now we're going to put these from 4 right here to 10. Give yourself enough room to be comfortable and not have the bar too high or too low. So continuing our setup, you're gonna have to grab your bar and you wanna place it into the racks. You wanna make sure it's not too far right, too far left, and make sure it's centered right over the bench for the best positioning to do your bench press. Now that you've learned how to set up your rack for bench press, let's get into learning proper technique. So I like to enter from the back so that you can really drag yourself onto the bench and get your back in proper position. Then you're gonna wanna line your hands up. I like to put my thumbs right about where that gripping ends. And then you wanna pick up the bar. There's 3 different hand grips that you can use. You can use like fingers over and line your thumbs up on the bar. You can tuck your thumbs under the bar, or if you're dangerous, you can do something called suicide grip, which is tucking your thumbs behind and having the bar rest across the palm of your hands. Then you're going to lift the bar, you're going to keep your elbows in, and you're going to come down right below your nipples, and then press right back up over your mouth. Now that you've learned how to set up your rack, you've learned proper technique, now we're gonna get into adding weight and executing your bench press. Now, if you're a beginner and have never bench pressed before, you might wanna start with a 5, maybe even a 10. If you're a little more advanced than that, you might feel comfortable adding a 25, or maybe a 35. But if you're like me, and a lot of other people, you might wanna add a 45 first. But be careful you don't add too many without a buddy or yourself going on adding weight to the other side, because one time me and my friends were lifting and he wasn't paying attention and I loaded 2 plates up on this side and the whole bar came over and smacked me in the face. So be careful that you get both sides loaded equally. All right, so now that we got our weight on the bar, we're gonna begin our first set, otherwise known as our warm-up set. And for this, you wanna make sure that your technique and the way you're lining up with the bar is right, because however you start now is how you're gonna finish your last set. So here, we're gonna warm up and do 8 quick bench presses. And there we go, there's set number 1 complete. All right, now that we've finished set 1, otherwise known as the warm-up set, we're gonna go into set 2 and begin our working set, which is where you're lifting enough weight to be effectively working out your muscles and getting some kind of gain from it. So we're gonna take a 45-pound plate and add it to each side of the bar. There we go. Now, for a working set, you're gonna wanna decrease your amount of reps just a little bit, so we're gonna do 5. Once again, make sure the bar is centered over the bench. Come back, get your back nice and set properly. Make sure the top of your back is flat against the bench. Line your hands up, and then just push. And there we go, there's set 2. For set 3, we're gonna get a little heavier, and I'm gonna show you what I did today on maxes.
Let's go, Tanner! Let's go, boy! Yeah! Oh my God!
Oh, baby, come on! All
All right, now that you've learned how to set up your rack, proper technique, and how to execute your bench and the sets that come with it, you can now go to any local gym in town and go get yourself a great pump.